Monday, April the 18th, 2022. Boys and girls, ladies and gents, welcome back. Glad you made it. It's another social production. We are doing it. Wow, where's the time going? It's flying by. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's safe and sound wherever you are in and around this beautiful planet, aka the blue marble, floating up in the sky somewhere. We're in the middle of it. At least that was, they used to think that, but we're still in the middle of it. Hope everybody's doing well, man. Ladies, gents, we are kicking butt, taking names. Just want to come in here. First and foremost, I hope everybody had a great long weekend. I think it was a long weekend, right? Yeah, pretty sure. So I hope everybody spent some time with themselves, with their family members, with a stranger, strangers and family members. Strangers meeting up to, perform new family relations, create new families with strangers. Stranger danger. I had a great weekend. I just had time to, it was a reflective weekend. You know, one of those weekends where you just put up a couple of mirrors around yourself. Metaphorically speaking, of course, looking at yourself, looking within. It's a time of reflection, time of renewal, time of rejuven, coming back, rebirthing, giving birth to yourself, giving birth to somebody else, being involved in the birthing process, whatever you can do. Bring a hot towel. Who's got the hot water? You got the hot water. We're boiling, we're bubbling. Steams are flowing everywhere. And I'm excited. I had to, just sit down and do a little bit of, every now and again, I do this, and I try to do it on a, as much as I can, not too much, not too little, in that Goldilocks region. You feel me? Just check the inventory. So we're, gotta check and see where you're at. Contemplate things, think about things. Don't overthink it, of course. You want to be going in there with the flow, floating down the river. We're like water, you and I. Constant coming and going in and out of cycles, baby. I had to check myself and, again, it was a special weekend. A lot went down in the past week as well. So I was just, thinking about everything I've done, thinking about where I am. And I just wanted to come down and be like, let's start this again. It's a new week. It's spring, new energies, time to be more appreciative of the things we've got. So I'm just reminding myself of that, being grateful, taking it day by day and reminding myself that this, for me, and again, whoever's been a part of my journey, I thank you very much and thank you for letting me be a part of yours. But as we all know, it's a slow burn around here. That's a slow burn for everybody, most of the time anyway, and we try to speed it up here, slow it down there, and it's all about fine tuning. That's what I'm trying to learn, that's what I'm trying to practice. Kind of looking at the body, the mind, the spirit as somewhat of a vessel, a tool, a machine, a vehicle, if you will. And it's not even yours. It's not even mine. I mean, it's yours. It's mine. It's my body, my spirit, my soul. Do with it what I want to do with it. Or so they'll have you think. Otherwise, you're just serving energy. Energy's coming in, energy's going out. Where's the energy coming from? Who knows? Who put those thoughts in my head? How do thoughts come about? Things that I think about, little things, big things. Like many of you guys and gals. But overall, just trying to feel good about where I am in life. And I'm very grateful. It's a great, that's the thing, looking at everything. Again, big pick energy. I feel like we're on the right path. You and I are on the right path. If you're tuning in, watching these videos, you're on the right path. If you're out there, hanging around the wrong crowd, although the wrong crowd can also teach you a few lessons. So you know what, go ahead and hang out. but also come back here, watch the videos, talk about it. You're like, where can I find them? If you've been with me, you'd know it's on Patreon, YouTube's, and Instagram's. Name of the show's Glad You Made It. I'm your host, no big deal, Rob Sadri. In the building, in this building, many other buildings, baby. We just come in and go in and out of buildings. That's what I do. I'm that building inspector, baby. How many floors, are the number of floors the right amount of floors that the building's supposed to have? Is the elevator working? How are the utilities? Are you being overcharged on electricity? What's going on? Is there a gas leak? Anybody gassy in the building leaking? Gotta look out for things. What I'm trying to do, man, just take it all in. Today's a special loose day. It's a special goose day. Some might say it's a special loosey-goosey day. As per usual, we do keep it pretty loose around here. Feel me? Everything's loose. I'm loose. You're loose. We're just running around wild here. But you gotta slow it down sometimes. You gotta speed it up sometimes. And that's what I'm trying to learn to do. Again, and it's practice makes better. That's what it is. Trying to fine-tune the machine, get inside the psyche, but also get out of the psyche, man. We're always in the psyche. But you gotta check the psyche. You gotta check where you're at mentally. It's the mental affects the physical, spiritual affects the all of it. So that's what I'm trying to do, trying to make it better and remind myself that this is we're going up a mountain. You and I we're mountain climbers. What's that over there in the far? It's a mountain, man. Big mountain, hell yeah it is. You know what it is. That's the thing, baby. When it comes to mountains, love it. The bigger the better. They're like, sometimes bigger isn't the best, but in this case, yes it is. Yes it is. Dream big. Dream of big mountains. Put yourself on the mountain. Oh, who's climbing? You are. Did you bring all the equipment? Did you bring enough water? Are you staying hydrated? Did you bring rope? Are you shooting rope? Are you tossing rope? Are you catching rope? How are the gears working? Are there any gears involved? Is there a pulley system? Are there people attached to you? Are there people you're attached to? Who's in front of you? Who's behind you? We're all a team. It's a choo-choo train at this point. And we're all just links. We're linking. We're clicking, we're making bonds, we're bonding. There's bondage involved. It's what it is. Keep it tight. That's what I try to do. All in all, looking at everything over the past year and a half, from day one, where we started out from, to where we are right now, I can look back and be like, yes, little teeny tiny increments of improvement. Bueno, was all about the improvement. You feel me? So feeling good about that. At the same rate, I'm trying to learn to, again, practice of easing into it, just even more so. And I'm pretty eased into it, but even more so. I want to be Zen City all day, every day, just being like that water, baby, just floating, free floating. It's what it is. No need for overexertion. Sometimes you might choose to overexert just for the effects. Some days you may want to just, let the flow take you, see where it takes you. Oh, what is this? It's a whole new adventure. How'd you come upon this adventure? We let the flow take us, and look, it brought us to adventure. Because it's important. Where you got to save that energy, where you got to exert that energy, it's important. When I'm learning about energy. We're like General Electric, but less in more ways than one. We're like General Electric. We provide electricity for everyone. We're electrifying. You're getting electrocuted. You're getting zapped. You're getting shocked. Oh, what is that? It's zippity zap, baby. It's that little, that little spark that just, I'm up and running now. who needs coffee? It still need coffee, you know? But that's what we are. We're like little molecules that just come together and we collide and we combine together and we form other bigger molecules and we're snowballing at the same time. And it's exciting. It's exciting. I can't lie. Can't come here and be like, oh, it's not exciting. Then I wouldn't be true to myself. If I said I'm not excited, I'd not be true to myself, and I can't not be true to myself. Gotta keep it exciting around here, baby. That's what it is. That's what it is. Ah, it's great to be alive. Let's do a little bit of a breathing exercise together. We're gonna just to even get further loose. Just because you're like, man, awful loose in here. Bet your bottom dollar it's awful loose in here. And you know what else gets a looser? Nice little breathing exercise. Let's do it together. We're gonna do 4 seconds of inhaling through our nose and then 4 seconds of exhaling through our mouth. Let's do it. Get your nose holes ready. Get your face holes ready. We're gonna just do a little quick exercise in breathing. Count 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. Last one. See how relaxed you are now? There, we did it. It's all about the breathing, baby. And it's all about remembering that we are strong in numbers. There's so many of us. They're literally, what is it? 7.5, 8.5, 9 billion. Who's counting? Who's coming in? Who's going out? Point is, it's a big crew we got going on. Big family. Bunch of cousins running around doing cousin activity, baby. Hope you're all safe and sound. Wherever you are. Maybe you're on top of a mountain right now. Maybe you're actually living on top of a mountain, dude. Maybe you're fighting for a piece of land with a damn mountain goat. That mountain's good, awful good at going up the mountain. Hence the mountain goat. Got the hoofs, got the little tiny tail, got the little cute ears. Seems harmless. Is it? Is it though? Is it? You're like, yeah, they are pretty harmless. Okay then, fine. Good. Now we can coexist. But let's say that mountain goat was just eyeing you and he was sick and tired of you and your fancy tent, you and your beautiful outdoor gear, you and all your beautiful little instruments for cooking and, you know, disposing of trash. Maybe he or she is sick and tired of seeing you being so well prepared. Maybe he or she thinks, oh, is this fool gonna be coming out here trying to get after my mate? They don't know, they don't recognize, and the colors you're wearing probably not the best. You're like, what do I do? Do I go a little bit neon so I stand out? Maybe I'm out there in nature. Someone's out there practicing their shooting skills. Maybe I wear that neon color so I don't get shot the same way. You're like, maybe today's the day that I want to feel like, you know what, I'm going into nature. I want to blend in and be a part of nature. Maybe you're wearing camo. Maybe you're wearing brand new camo. Maybe it's the camo that's really doing a great job at, you know, highlighting those grays, the greens and the browns, and you kind of look like a, you know, because they're used to seeing humans. They'll, if you see a mountain goat chilling with a human, no problem. You know, regular attire, easy to identify you. But otherwise, if you're wearing camo, you might as well look like a, you know, you might look like you might look like a goat, dude. Maybe you got that. Oh, that's what it is. Maybe you got the camo. That's an actual mountain goat costume, because you're like, man, I want to go in there. I want to just immerse myself in the goat community, mountain goat community, learn their habits, learn their culture. Just sit around, chew on grass, break grass, and make bonds. And go sip a little water from the river. Oh, gross, because everybody's goat face mouth is right in there next to you. But it's immersive. It's a 3-month long program, summer run. Spring, summer run, little break, fall and winter time, just because of the climate and the facilities and the lack of, but everything else, spring, summer, it runs through spring and summer. And now you're up there. Now this goat's seeing you. Now he's eyeing you. He's like, oh, who's this bitch dressed like me, but doesn't, walks like me, eats like me, mates like me, but, every now and again, going bipedal, baby, just on twos, walking around like a big goat, And then that's how you get into it. Next thing you know, you catch yourself in a little bit of now you gotta go. Horn to horn, baby. Now you gotta, because that's what it is. Now he feels intimidated because you're slightly bigger. And every now and again, you're going bipedal, standing on twos. He's seeing you just puffing your chest out. He's like, fuck this. I'm not gonna stand here and be made a fool in front of my lady goat. That's what he'll say. And you see him just, going off into the corner, starting to, put his little horns in a little horn shiner, horn buffer, just sanding it down. And I see you there, Jack. Coming in here hot. Where were you in the herd anyway? We've never seen you. You just show up out of nowhere with a tent every now and again. You're chilling with us. Next thing you know, you're sleeping in. Ooh, Mr. Big Fancy Pants Goat sleep in a tent. And that's how it starts. It's as easy as that. You just, you cross the wrong goat. Next thing you know, you're caught in a crossfire. Just horns and hooves and donkey kicks, goat kicks, you know what I'm saying? Just all the animal martial arts. And you're not prepared, but you put yourself out there. You're like, you know what, today I'm gonna let the flow take me, and that's an adventure. So I commend you for taking the risk. Because that's what I do, baby. I'm a risk taker. I've always advocated risks. Risky business, risky dealings, risky people, risky places. Basically the 5 W's and the H of risky. Who's risky? What's risky? How's risky? Where is risky? Who's risky? When's risky? Who, what, when, where, why? Who's risky? Already covered that? When, how's, we got you. That's exactly what it is. We cover all the basic of the riskiness. And we keep it risky, baby. Keep it risky. Like, for example, I'll just walk out of nowadays, I'll go, some days I'll just step out the house without even checking the weather network. Baby, what's, risky? Risky. Gonna be sunny, windy, rainy? I don't know. I roll of the dice, and, that's risky business. Not everybody can live it like that, but some people like the high wire act. Some people like going out on the edge of life, edging. And that's what I do. That's what I does. That's what I like to do. So that's what we're doing around here, baby. Just high wire act all day, every day, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. And we're going out there. We're making progress little by little. We're taking steps, going to places, having outer body experience, like just looking at ourselves from what's happening? It's you. You'll say these things to yourself and you walk through it. And it's amazing. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Ladies, thank you very much. We've just been, let's get into it, baby. Let's get into it, baby. Are you sick and tired of having extra body fat. That's on everybody's mind. Every spring, every summer, everybody wants to get into, the beach bod season. Well, this, instead of having to, everybody goes through the regular route of exercise, a healthy diet, forget about all that. Forget about all that. We've searched and searched, and we found the cheapest manufacturer of, it's basically, I don't know why we didn't think of this before, DIY liposuction for everyone. So there's this manufacturer, relatively close to the Wuhan lab, because we found it to be located near the lab. Coincidence? I don't know, but in terms of savings, man, did we save a lot on production, manufacturing, and I had to deal with barely little to no interruptions, red lines. These guys, I found them with our team, which is my team. It's us. We found it together. These guys manufacture DIY lipo. It's like a little dirty vacuum, and it comes to your house. Open up the package, and you just stick it right anywhere because that's the thing. It's like, the hassle of having to go to a doctor and like them explaining to you that you gotta, maybe you can tackle this through eating properly and dieting and exercise, but aren't you sick and tired of the regular path? Now you can just sticky yourself with a little teeny, it's little, but the engine inside the vacuum is supercharged. Ton of smoke. It'll just, I'm on it right now. It's right in there. I put it on silent so you guys can't hear, but I'm working on it. And it's beautiful. And at the same rate, because that's the thing, you do it at the hospital, you do it at a proper facilities. What does that even mean anymore? Proper facility, that's the thing. What do you do with your leftover portion of the bod? Now you can like refrigerate it. Now you can keep it for later, use it in a smoothie if you like, put it in the freezer, freeze it. Down the line, use it again for whatever purposes you like. Maybe down the line you get older, you're like, you know what? Time to fill it back in. Time to, just because I don't know what you want to use it for, but it's there. And we've signed, and they're sponsoring us. It's beautiful. Thank you very much. So you can get those if you like. It's in the works. Same company that produces DIY, tattoo guns, samesies, and look at the beautiful results that we've seen over the years with those, We want to cut the middleman here. I believe in DIYs. I believe in, taking it upon yourselves. Everything. It's like, why does anybody have to be? You become the professional. Got to start somewhere. That's what I'm promoting today. That's what it is. Yeah, because that way you'll have an extra just jar of lard or fat, and like, oh, don't you hate it when you're in the middle of cooking and you're cooking, you're like, oh, I ran out of oil or whatever you're using to, fry something up. And it's right there, it's extra. You can make little, figurines with it. It's kind of like Play-Doh, but it's your dough. That's where I was going with that. And I don't even know how we got there, but we got there. We got there, and then we'll get here. And then we'll go there again. Tired of living in houses where all the panels and all the walls are just like made of, a combination of wood, cement, bricks, and maybe you'll get a window or two here and there. Well, now you can have the all, you'll sign up again through our program. We've partnered up again with a wonderful program that'll provide you with see-through houses. See-through houses, through and through. I'm talking bottom, I'm talking top, I'm talking sides. Talking, the only thing that's not see-through, it's actually the reverse. The only thing that's not made of glass are the windows. We're like, you know what, let's just switch it up. It was so easy to look out the window, but now you can literally look out anywhere except the window. It's avant-garde, it's a little bit of a, it's a surrealist movement. It started off and it had a little heyday way back, and then we decided it went away for some odd reason, but then we're trying to bring it back. I think it's going to make a big move across the nation, East Coast to the West Coast, North, South, everywhere, and the next thing you know, see-through houses everywhere. And yeah, because aren't you tired of just like, looking outside and not being able to look outside? Well, now you can. Now you can. And you're like, what if people can see inside my home? But we've thought about that. That type of glass that is basically, you can have, you can see through it through one way, and then they can't see you. We didn't use that glass. We used the glass that you can see through both sides, because we're like, stop the guessing work, I'm tired. It's like, what about somebody's got to think about, what if somebody's eyeing a spot, dude? What if you're going out there trying to have your first B&E? You're wondering, it's so difficult to be like, which house do I go? Now it's not. Who's thinking of you? Papa's thinking of you. So it's a win, all around. And yeah, the hell with that one direction glass that you can only see through one way, and then the other way you're like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And no, none of that for our gang here. Only the purely, because that's the future, is transparency. The future is all about transparency. It's all about being translucent. It's all about being see-through. It's all about being exposed and exposing yourselves. Yes. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be huge. It already is. It's that season again where we're heading towards summer, and there's gonna be, it gets hot, right? And every year there are plenty of wildfires. I say we nip it in the bud. We catch that shit early. Why are there more firehouses and fire stations in the forest, dudes? Ladies? It's like, a fire broke out. Put a firehouse in the middle of the jungle, babe. Just a bunch of jacked firemen and women, just working out in the middle of the woods, just squatty lunges. Who's hot? The fire team's hot. They're litty, they're hot. And guess what? Fire breaks the smallest little teeny tiny, before we fucking nip it with the hose, baby. Squirt water right on top of that shit, baby. Problem solved. Look to the future. The future is firehouses, fire stations everywhere. Because that's the thing. You wait for it to happen, and now you gotta call people. Now you gotta go write emails. Dear fire station number 34. Station house number 34. Hope you're all doing well. How's Big John doing? How's Nancy? Did she retire already? How's the old fire truck? Are you still using the same fire truck? And you got to get into it. We were just wondering. There's a big fire that's starting. It's really close. It's already getting right. Oh man, I'm about to go down myself. Just wondering. Just chatting, just wondering if you can make it down here and help us out with this fire. you know? And now you got to take the paper out of the typewriter machine. Now you got to find an envelope. Now you got to go find some stamps. Now you got to find some saliva. There you are, fire is close to you, you're getting dehydrated, no saliva left in your mouth. Be lucky if you can find someone with a moist tongue. Just give me your tongue, dude. Why? Stop asking questions. Just fucking like, you know, because it's that one of those moments where people are panicking and you gotta just to ease the panic a little, you know. And if you don't, that we're sinking. We're all sinking now. So there's that. Instead of going through all that, you're like, oh, why don't you just send an email? Why don't you just call 9 and the other numbers that are in that. What's that number? You know what it is, the good one. Starts with 9, dude. You know what it is. It's hard to so many things to memorize these days. See what I mean? See how fast this little teeny tiny and it could all be avoided if we just placed more fire stations within the fungals, the fungal jungles, dude. Or you know what? You want to really nip it in the bud. You want to really nip it in the bud. Go Brazilian. Go Brazilian on all jungles. Who's thinking outside the boxes? You're a box. Cut all the trees, dude. When there's no trees and no room for fire. Problem solved. Once again, thinking ahead, the future is treeless. Because that's what it is. It's always all these like old, beautiful trees that have the room and potential to be even older and more beautiful and lush and green and serve as a habitat for the little squirrelies. Fuck that, dude. Because I'm sick and tired. Like, that's what it is. You have fires breaking out. Fires breaking in every summer. West Coast, here, there. It's, enough already. Just cut all the trees. Cut all the trees. And you're like, man, if we cut all the trees and get rid of all the, because the trees have the roots and the roots hold the ground down, up, and in place. And if we get rid of all the trees, then the ground's gonna get loose and we're gonna have mudslides. You're welcome. The whole town's gonna be basically slipping and sliding in mud. So now here, let's just go through all the wins here and all the pros. We got rid of fires, created jobs with more firemen and just, you know, fucking firemen and women everywhere. Also created a ton of other, you know, temporary jobs, because like a one-time thing where we get a lot of lumberjack and lumberjill, lumberjack and lumberjill, lumberjoanna, lumberjamama. One of those, you feel me? Create those jobs. They come in, they start hatching away. They're just, bring in a couple of beavers. You know, also, you know, time to incorporate more of the animal kingdom into our relations as well. We get rid of, so that's the thing. And now you have, so we got created jobs, got rid of fires, created a big old slip and slide for the town to enjoy. Who needs their homes to be all intact? Again, get mudslide comes in. Don't you wish you had one of those fully equipped with glass houses? You could see it and take photos. How dope would that be? You're just sitting in your giant glass cube and it's rolling down a hill and there's other giant glass cubes coming. Oh, the adrenaline is just like up there, because any second, like the pressure could, you know, make the glass walls collapse, but we've made it just strong enough for it to withhold the pressure so that we could get great content of you and your family screaming like you're about to lose your lives. But don't worry, you won't. Like, I'm not guaranteeing anything. Okay, let's put this, let's just disclaimer. Okay, it's like that, like a condom. Okay, 99.999999999% of the time it'll work. But sure, it's gonna be that one time things are gonna get ruptured. Somebody's, just let's apply two houses on top of each other to make it more sturdy. You've gone and fucked up the math, dude. One does the trick. You do two shells rub on each other. One pulls the other one up, and the whole project falls apart. Stick with one layer of the glass houses that we will provide for you, and enjoy the ride. Next thing you know, it carries you and your family, a few miles down the road. Haven't you been like, man, I want to spice things up, I want to move, and I want to do it all from the comfort of my home? You're welcome. So what did we do? Got rid of fires, created jobs, got the animal community involved, created a landslide / slip and slide, a mudslide. It's a festival, basically, with a lot of screaming, similar to a festival. So win everywhere. And all we had to do was get creative and look at our surroundings. That's what I think of that. Because that's the thing too, you always see in the movies too, like, oh, young couple goes off hiking or van tripping through the woods because they want to discover themselves and they want to get to know their own backyard. And it's always like, man, despite the fact that I want to be a little bit away from the scene of the city, the hustle and the bustle, the noise and the commute and the people, it's nice to know that you got a few local, hard-bodied firemen and women just pumping fire, dude. It's literally like, it's better than Burning Man. It's better than Burning Man. It's burning men and women, dude. Burning men and women. And you can trust them too. And you can trust them because that's the thing. You go in the woods, nobody's there. You never know what can happen, dude. You've seen the movies where a bunch of young friends want to go there in a van and just, camp out. Next thing you know, one by one, they start disappearing. One by one, they start reappearing. It's like, okay, stick with the plan. You're either going to disappear or reappear. Make up your mind already. You know what it is? So now you can go to and not too many, but not too little. Right now we have none. I say you place a couple. That's the thing. We bring the whole people go in there thinking, oh, I don't know, I'm in my early 20s, mid 20s. I want to get up there and go on a road trip, get to know myself, push myself out of comfort zone, learn a few things, test our relations. Are we the best of friends? Are we lovers? Are we all lovers and friends? And then you go there, fire starts. And then you happen to be within close proximity to one of those conveniently located fire stations. Fire station number 39. What's a good number for a fire station? Fire station number 55. Yeah. Fire station number 55. I got too excited about the number on the house, dude. Just a fucking nice, a nice 5, dude. Fucking. Oh. Right there. And fire starts, and the next thing you know, you're being tested. You're going through the ups, the downs. Somebody more experienced who's just been working out with fire. All the men and women in the fire station, because it's the perfect climate. Like you get all seasons. You get spring, summer, fall, and winter. You're working out. Everybody's working with these beautiful, oh man, they kind of look golden. They're glistening. They're glistening, and everybody's wearing the overalls, dude. The onesie firemen and women outfits, dude. And maybe they got like, just everybody's loose, one strap down, one strap on, just working with fire, you know? And there you are, and then they're like, the captain, the fire station Captain 55, no, captain of the fire station number 55 will tell you, hey, grab a bucket. And you're like, don't we have anything better than a bucket? Shut up, you don't know the power of the bucket. And because they'll need to have to, like, you can't just go in there and like start using a hose, baby. It takes believe it or not, it takes a lot of, you got to go through a lot to do. So start with, if they tell you to grab a bucket, you grab a bucket, but you start innovating on the spot, dude. The bucket, how can and it, it's testing you. How do you make a bucket better? It's already got, it's like, it's got sides to it, it's got a bottom, obviously empty at the top so you can fill it up with, but also poke a hole through under, like the bottom's now got a hole to, so now you're carrying water, and it's already, you're killing it in the, putting out the fire, because not only are you carrying the water to dump it out simultaneously, little by little, you're also like drip dropping little droplets of water, so to put down the fire that's beneath you, because it's a blaze that's going through fast. And look at you, 26, 27, thinking you're just gonna go out there in the woods and spend some time with your family and friends and maybe a few loved ones, and just, have a little bit of a summer, just a little shindig in the woods. Didn't think much of it until the fire broke out. So there you are. You're welcome. Was it not for station number 55, you and your pals would have been toast. You would have never gotten the chance to, go into that neck of the woods and explore the neck of the woods, shoulder of the woods, dude, armpit of the woods. You got to know every crevice, dude. You got in there with you're doing you're woodworking. You're working with wood. And you did it. And you're a much better person for it. Sure. Did you leave half your mustache in the fire? Okay. So what? Now you can walk around, and plenty of options. Nothing, you don't need to. I've seen this happen. Men go out there and like lose half a mustache, dude. Instead of crying about it, instead of worrying about it, you're like, man, now I gotta maybe shave one side and like leave the other, like now you gotta shave both sides. It's fucking with your world. Leave it. Like one, maybe that's the way, that's what it is. You don't see any of that. Everybody's going for that. Oh, let me attempt to be symmetrical. We're not meant to be symmetrical. I'm not symmetrical. You're not symmetrical. Who are we kidding around here? Why does it have to be, perfectly mustache guy? Have half a mustache and just rock. And look at that. With that, you get two people, really. Two faces of you're two-face. You're a two-faced son of a bitch that no one can trust. No, wait. Different kind of two-faced, dude. Everybody can trust you, but nonetheless, you do have two faces now. Look to the right, mustache. Left, no mustache. My right, mustache. Your left, no mustache. How spicy is that love life? How spicy is that love life? Your partner must be thinking she or he is having threesomes all day. And you can come in there with, different attitudes, different vibes. Mustache a little bit more brown, and no mustache, fucking going wild, baby. And it's like the best of both worlds, because your partner is like, man, I really wanted to, in the depths of my heart, I always wish somebody would just excite me, but at the same time, I know I can try. You're that person that can excite but also hold it down. You're that person. Why? Because God and wildfires granted you that power. And sure, with great power comes some responsibility, but you can handle it there, champ. Yeah. Ladies, too. Especially ladies with ladies. Ladies can... ladies, just yo, okay, low key. I'm just gonna say it. There's no ladies would be dope at putting out fires. Come on. Okay. Let's talk about it, fam. Let's talk about it. If anything, if there's fire that needs to get a couple of ladies, and because we've all seen, remember a few months ago, wow, when was it? Time flies by. I've lost track of things, but we've all seen it. Most of us. Okay, fine. I've seen it. You've never seen it. A lady just taking a leak, dude. You've never seen. Okay, fine. Guess I'm the only one. But I can inform you that it's not just like one little linear trickle. It sprays everywhere. More ladies in the woods, less fires. That's fucking more. Yo, queefs for fires, dude. Get a bunch of ladies, keep them hydrated. Everybody's happy. Fire, just fucking wide splash, dude. Where's the fire? Nowhere to be seen. Why? Queefing ladies. Thank you. You're welcome. It's just us getting to know each other and being more comfortable with our bodies. Everybody pitching in to pull their weight and using our abilities, using our superpowers, using our minds to look to the future and recognizing the pitfalls and not repeating the same mistakes. Easy peasy. It's like right in front of you. Right in front of you. Every year, oh, there's a fire. Put more stations in the woods, dude. That's what I'm saying. Together we can achieve anything. Together the world we live in can be much better. The world can be bigger. Okay, the world's gonna probably get smaller. But that doesn't mean we can't. We can always build up. Plenty of room upstairs, baby. We can just keep on stack. Oh man, it's really bright. We can just stack it up high, dude. You know, because everybody's just like, oh, limited space. Stack it up. Go higher. Skyscrapers. Let's get real scrapey with the sky, dude. Let's build higher. And you're like, if you go above a certain point, it's not going to be super stable. Okay. Bottom levels, mid levels, for the folks who want to be stable, again, whatever that means. Up top, for the risk takers, you know, make it loose. Use some beams that go like this at the top, dude. Just wiggle wobble. It's windy. Oh, we're wiggling and wobbling up top in the penthouse. You can't have too many pieces of furniture because things be fucking moving upstairs. You know? But that's the fun of being in the penthouse, up in the sky. And aren't you closer to God that way? And wasn't this whole weekend about being closer to God and the resurrection and the rebirth? Didn't you learn something? I learned something. Learned a whole bunch of things. Now we're getting closer to God that way. Lightning strikes. You're right there. Put it in a bottle. Cap it. Save it for later, dude. You got yourself some beef. Fucking unleash the little, oh, here's some lightning. Mr. Johnson, that report's not going to be ready. You know? Or save it for like maybe, okay, maybe forget about it. You be the bigger person. Mr. Johnson's been having some issues at home himself, trying to work it out with the wifey, his second or third marriage, I don't know. Couple of kids at university and college. Maybe you could feel a little bit for Mr. Johnson as well. All right? Okay, maybe one time have the report ready. But other times, you know, use that little lightning in a bottle to, you never know, dude. You never know. Keep it. Just keep it. Sit on it. Don't tell nobody about it. Because it's lightning in a bottle. Jolt, jolt. Zap, zap. You can use it so many uses. So that's what we're doing. We're spreading love. We're growing. We're putting out fires. We're expanding the planet through whatever means possible. You're like, man, it can only probably withstand a certain amount of weight. And I've always thought about it. How heavy can we get? But until we start going lower and lower, we're not going to find out until we try. Let's keep trying, baby, you and I. I love you. Stay silly with it. All day, every day. Ask questions. Don't ask questions, but ask questions. Go in deep. get that nice liposuction device, the DIY that I just spoke about maybe 20-30 minutes ago. Sure, it's not been approved, but what is an approval anyway? Again, think like you're a pioneer. Think like you're in the Revenant, not seen it, but I kind of have an idea what it's about. It's about a man in wilderness and all the elements and formulas and treacherous weather. Speaking of woods, a few bears, a lot of fur, animal fur, a lot of dirt on your face. You gotta put dirt on your face so you blend in with the animals, I'm assuming, because you gotta move in with the animals. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're kicking butt. Thank you very much for all the love and support. Go ahead and save yourselves from a lifetime of Are you dealing with any disease? Any disease. Just for today, we're getting rid of any disease, but only one. Oh, if you come in here with like this and that, I can only take away one disease per video per person. Don't be coming in there, oh my mom, it's one per person, okay? Watch the videos, talk about it, and together I grant you cured, free at last. No more having to check up with the doctor again. How's my cancer progressing? It's not, it's over. We killed it. Because, okay, check with your doctor. I hope you're well. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to stop trying. Okay? That doesn't mean we're not going to stop climbing. That doesn't mean we're not going to stop crying. No, that doesn't mean we're not going to stop laughing. That doesn't mean we're not going to stop tickling each other's hairy armpits. That doesn't mean we're not going to have a ball doing it. Because it's only the beginning. Together we are rising. Together we are going to get to the top and then discover new heights that need to, oh man, it's really bright that way. And we're going to find new mountains to discover and climb together. Thank you very much. Rid yourself of all diseases through watching these videos. You can find them again on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on YouTube, Instagram, Patreon. Talk about it. Spread it like lice spreads amongst 4, 5, 6, 7-year-olds just being dirty little kids with the lice. You know? Ugh. But we're spreading. That's the only positive thing that I can think of right now. And I love you. And I'll be back here again on Monday. Peace out. And remember, if it burns, it's working. Bye.